Welcome to everyone for today's session. Let us start the session with the starting prayer. Just close your eyes and listen to the prayer. I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am the emptiness, that hollowness beyond all consciousness. The I, the it, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matters. I am the incoming and outgoing of the breath, the invisible, untouchable breeze, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. Today's topic is talking to the body and releasing the memories. And just reduce the volume. Today we are going to talk about what are the memories which are replaying as different issues, either physical health issues, psychological health issues, financial relationships, or the blocks, or the whatever the things are difficulties, heaviness we're experiencing, it is only because of the memories playing in the subconscious mind. Whenever you come across any kind of heaviness, any kind of unpleasant incidents, you need to look into yourself. Because in Ho'oponopono, the definition of the problem is clear that it is only the memories replaying as the outside problems. So whatever may be the problem, it is only the memories in our subconscious mind replaying outside. And as long as those memories are in the subconscious mind, whatever the memories accumulated from this lifetime, previous lifetime, or different lifetimes since the beginning of the creation, and as long as those memories are in the subconscious mind, we don't feel anything, everything looks fine. Once the time comes for those memories to show up in your life, they show up as the outside problems. So whenever you come across any kind of unpleasant incident or the problem, you need to look into yourself. What is going on in me? What memories are there in me which are replaying as this? And another thing is, when you ask the question, the hidden energy or the underlying energy, whatever is there in the form of memory or the data or the program in the subconscious mind, will start showing up. Once it starts showing up, it is easy to clean. It will show up in the form of thoughts, feelings, emotions when you start working on one particular memory. And sometimes what happens when you start working on one memory and all the related memories start showing up, you just need to keep on cleaning those memories. They show up only to get them cleaned, and they will be there only as long as they're not at clean. Once they're cleaned forever. Not just that today I have done cleaning, they'll be fine today, a couple of days, a couple of years. Next again, I'm going to attract the same. Nothing like that. Once it is cleaned, it's cleaned forever. And here it is not me or you who is actually cleaning the memories. We are doing the cleaning process of Ho'oponopono. When we start doing Ho'oponopono with the conscious mind, whether it is prayer, meditation, tool, or any other procedure, whatever we do, it reaches the subconscious mind from conscious mind. The subconscious mind is the place where all the problems are stored in the form of memories. Then those memories will be forwarded to the superconscious mind. Here, superconscious mind is the bridge between you and the divine. And the superconscious mind is capable of filtering those memories which have to be cleaned. And after filtering, superconscious mind forwards those memories to the divine, the divinity, the universal creator, the great something, the God, whatever the name we call. Only divine has the capacity, only divine is capable of cleaning those memories. Either cleaning, transmuting, erasing, or deleting those memories. Once the divine energy starts flowing, flows through superconscious, conscious mind, and subconscious mind. Once the divine energy reaches subconscious mind, the memories will be replaced with the divine love. Once the memories are erased, or replaced, or deleted, or cleaned, at the same time, you see that the outside problem, whatever you're experiencing, will disappear on its own. It is not just a theory. This is based on my personal experience. Whatever Morna Nalamaku Simeona has given in the updated version of Ho'oponopono, this is the process of cleaning taking place. When I started practicing Ho'oponopono with my conscious mind consciously, and I could see the things are changing outside, which I was not able to change for so many years by working outside, working with the people, situations, things. When I started working on myself, I could see that outside things have changed. Situations improved, finance improved, health improved, relations improved, whole life got changed. And that is the point I decided to share my excitement with the people. And that is the day I called on Zoom meeting to share my experience and to share my excitement. And I didn't plan to do these weekly sessions and every week like this. It was my excitement. I could not control my excitement. I was so happy. Whole life got changed without doing anything outside. I was just working on myself, forgiving others, connecting to my own inner child, the subconscious mind, and cleaning my memories. And at that time, I was not aware what are the memories, what is the memory, how it will be there. When I started working on myself, I could see the things are changing. Things have started showing up in conscious mind. And then I request all of you to mute yourself. Whenever you want to speak or ask something, you can unmute yourself and speak. When I started cleaning on myself, then I could see the things are changing within me. I could feel the peace after so many long years, which I could not felt. And then I could see the outside people are changing. Things are changing, situations are changing, everything changed. And I never done anything consciously outside to change the things during that time. Before that, I tried so many ways, but nothing could change. But when I started working on myself, I could feel the peace within me. My health improved. I could feel the peace. And then I seen the people, things are changing outside, situations, things, everywhere, in all aspects of life. It is only the memories. Even though today's topic is talking to the body, why I'm saying these things is, it is only in your body, mind, soul, your space, or the chakras, or the aura. It is only in your space these memories are stored. In Hawaii, it is called as memories. In India, we call it as the karma, past karma. Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, like this. It is a karmic debt like this. In India, whenever a person gains something, there is sudden growth in one person's life, then people say that he must have done some good karma in previous life. That's why he is getting the reward of the results of that karma. Someone is going through some difficulty, then people say that maybe something must have done. He must have done something wrong in his previous life or previous lifetime, that karma is showing up in his life. And in the Hawaii, the same thing is told. Whatever experience is only because of the memories. And along with memories, there are three states of mind. One is most of the time, mind is, our lives are being run by our memories. And rarely at zero state, the void, where in Buddhism it is called as the void, nothingness. Or the meditative state. In Hinduism, we call it as the samadhi. There is Mahasamadhi, one more state is there, that is different one. Once the person reaches Mahasamadhi, that is being oneness with the divine, once the crown chakra opens, then the person cannot come back to body, that is different. Samadhi is just little bit, that is nothingness, where the person can enjoy infinite bliss, infinite joy, infinite peace, the void, the zero state. And that is the state we are open to receive divine inspiration. One example we can give for the divine inspiration. Rhonda Byrne once got inspired and she started writing a book, The Secret. This speaks about the law of attraction. And The Secret movie, which she directed and which she produced. Initially, during an interview, she told that when she was having a cup of tea or coffee, she just had a thought of creating that movie like this. And in just a few minutes, she prepared a rough sketch about how to go ahead, whom to contact, and what should be the content, how to go. Rough sketch about the movie and planning. And whatever she planned in a couple of minutes, things have started accordingly. And so the movie got created. And even today, the movie is inspiring so many lives. It is such a great movie, life-changing movie. It has become so popular. When you're inspired, you get such ideas. That is from the divine inspiration. You are opening the doors for divine inspiration, where the divine energy flows through you in the form of thoughts, ideas. It will help you as well as help others, so many other people. And when it comes to body, different people experience different types of illness or health issues in the body. And when it comes to the issues related to back, the spinal cord, it is quite common. People starting from middle age and upper middle age, yes, people, it is quite common. The people are developing one or the other back related issues, the back pain or the spinal cord issues. Whatever may be the spinal cord issue, the difficulty you're going through, whether it is pain or stiffness, and even if it is accident, if a person is injured, if a person's spinal cord is injured because of an accident, that is also is only because of the ancestral memories. And ancestral memories are accumulated not from just from this lifetime, from so many lifetimes. Maybe from previous lifetime or before that. Since the beginning of the creation, we have been taking different of lifetimes, so many lifetimes. Each and every lifetime, each and every experience is stored in our subconscious mind. When it comes to the lower back, I'm just giving few examples. It may not be possible to explain each and every organs, issues, related reasons, the limited time. I'll just give you example. When it comes to low back pain, most of the time it is the memories related to any kind of anger, hatred, unforgiveness. Somewhere something has happened in your childhood that still you're not able to forget. Now, after 20 years or 40 years, 50 years, it has started showing up as a back pain. So now it's time to release that stored emotion, the back pain. And when it comes to any kind of eye related issues, I would like to share one good news. Before talking about the eyes, the word, I just see number of participants, just one less than half century. I just wanted to say we are just waiting for one person to reach half century, 50. And immediately at the very next moment when I spoke about eyes, immediately I could see all of a sudden it has gone to 49 to straight away 51. We have not
Oh,
reached 50, we have gone to 51 straight away. It's so happy to see so many people are showing interest in Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian problem solving process. Even though the problem process is ancient, now most modern people, that is you, are very much interested in this ancient process. Thanks to all of you for joining this meeting from different parts of the world. For one person, it is morning. For another person, it is lunchtime. For another person, it is, for us, it is coffee, tea time, evening. And for few, it is dinner time. And only for one person, it is morning 5 a.m., early morning. Thank you very much for attending so early. She woke up at 4:30 in the morning and attending at the 5 o'clock in the early morning. I'm really thankful to all of you for your interest in Ho'oponopono, the life-changing process. We are doing this because it has changed my life. When I was thinking of giving up, then I came to know Ho'oponopono and it changed my life and now inspiring so many people. Thanks to all of you. Eyes. It is because of the eyes I was able to see the number, whether it is 49, 50, 51. And eyes are contributing a lot for us. Only thing is we need to acknowledge the contribution of the eyes. Most of the time it is found that once the person develops any kind of illness or issue, difficulty related to eyes or sight, it is only because the person is avoiding to see something, maybe present, past, or future. The resistance in the person's thoughts, feelings, emotions reaches the subconscious mind as a belief and creates a layer which will help that person not to see so clearly, which that person doesn't want to see. So the sight will become blurred. When it comes to ears, if a person is having difficulty in hearing or any kind of ear illness or issues, the resistance in that person to avoid listening something, person doesn't want to hear something, doesn't want to hear or listen something, that has made that person, caused that person's ear illness, ear issues. Sometimes it can lead to deafness like this. This is not only the spinal cord, ears, eyes, each and every part of the body different kinds of memories stored in different forms, known as the stored emotions, the stress, like this. And whenever there is incessant thinking, continuous thinking, the unwanted thinking, the stress, the thoughts, it leads to headache. Back of the head, the skull starts pain, headache. That is because known as the because of the stress. Like this, for each and every issue which you are experiencing physically, it is only the memory stored somewhere, some part of the muscle, some part of the body, which are replaying as the health issues. And when it comes to chronic health issues, which are believed as the incurable diseases, whenever a person comes across the cancer, diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, like this, people start judging that it cannot be cured. You have to live with that. Nothing like that. You can heal anything and everything. Only thing is, you need to change the way you think, thinking pattern. Whatever the memories which are there in the subconscious mind that are making you to believe that this so and so disease cannot be cured, the disease or disorder cannot be cured. You just focus on those memories and see that your whole life is getting changed. You'll be free from that health issue. Today, there are so many books related to personality development, healing modalities, and most of the authors who have written those books have gone through one or the other incurable disease or the helpless situation, which usually the normal people think that it cannot be solved or which cannot be healed. They worked on themselves and they healed their lives, their health issues or situations, problems. They solved their lives problems. And then they started writing those their experiences. And today those experiences have become life-changing books. There are so many books available. Starting from Ho'oponopono, there are different books are there in Ho'oponopono and different healing modalities. And different authors, they have not mentioned any specific modality. You need to practice Ho'oponopono, Reiki, or Access, or this Ayurvedic alternative, or visualization, law of attraction. They have not mentioned any specific thing like that. Whatever they have practiced, whatever they, in whichever procedure they found relief, that procedure they shared in their books and how it works, what was their experience, and how it helped their known people or the clients. So whatever the illness or the disease disorder you may be experiencing, nothing to worry, you can change and you can let go, you can release. It will be there with you, even if it is diabetes or cancer, hypertension, it will be there with you only as long as you are holding on to that. You need to let go. You need to decide first before doing anything, any healing or cleaning process. You need to decide that I am willing to let go, I am willing to change. Just ask yourself, am I really willing to let go of disease? Am I really willing to let go of this particular issue from my life? If you are going through one particular unwanted thought for so many years, you just ask yourself, what is making me to hold on this thought for such a long time and destroying my life? What is that making me to hold on to this particular thought? That incident has happened somewhere 10 years, 20 years back. and still you are holding on to that thought and punishing yourself. It doesn't look nice. Once you release that particular thought, you release all the energies, all the shared memories with all the people who are sharing the memories of that particular incident or the thought, and you will be free, and all those people will be free. In the chat, there are, it seems, there is something which needs to be addressed. Let me check what is there. Will it be possible to have recording? Yes, we have started recording. Okay, I find difficulty in cleaning negative thoughts when I am having headache. Otherwise, it is easier. Do you agree? Can you highlight your viewpoints? One person is asking, and before going to the question answers, I request all of you to keep your questions stored in your conscious mind, subconscious mind, or in your pocket or wallet somewhere safely. You can address them once our session is completed. We'll be starting a short healing session. See, that is talking to the body, each and every organ and each and every cell of the body. It is a wonderful experience. Once you complete that healing session, the healing meditation process, we can start taking the addressing the questions. And one person asking, I find difficulty in cleaning negative thoughts when I am having headache. Otherwise, it is easy. It is quite common. Whenever you have any kind of difficulty in the body, pain or discomfort or distress in the body, any kind of illness, you find it difficult to focus on the meditation or the procedure, the process which you are doing. It is not only for you, it is saying for each and everyone. No need to be bothered about that. You need to have more and more water. And many times the headache may be because of the stress sometimes, and sometimes it may be because you may be practicing continuously, as we have told, to keep on chanting the 4-phrase prayer along with the 5th phrase. Then during the continuous cleaning, in the process of cleaning, lot of memories are being cleaned. The mind is busy, conscious, subconscious, superconscious level. Mind is so busy. When the mind is busy, it consumes lot of water. And you need to have more and more water. These questions will be addressed during the after the healing session. We'll start with a short meditation of talking to the body, and where you will be cleaning the your cellular memories. Cellular memories are the memories which are stored at the cellular level. For example, just see our bodies are made up of millions, not trillions of cells. In that, each trillions of cells, each and every cell has its own identity. Each and every cell has its own conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. As long as the cell has its own identity, it is fulfilling its responsibilities. It is doing its job. Once the cell is affected by memory, then it becomes disease itself or the cancerous cell. It starts creating disease in the body. And it is only the memories which are causing these cancerous cells or any kind of disease cells, which are replaying as the disorders, diseases in the body. Now let us start the talking to the body process.